Hi, this is Nick, and I would like to introduce you to iGemmo, a platform for global collaboration in gemmotherapy. Some of you may have seen me demonstrate a website called GemmoStar 2 years ago at the conference in Brasov. GemmoStar was a closed website just for the students and graduates of the School of Gemmotherapy. But iGemmo, the new website, is a development of GemmoStar, and it now replaces the old website. iGemmo is free and is open to all practitioners of gemmotherapy. In other words, everything that was there in GemmoStar is now available free of charge to all gemmotherapy practitioners, including yourselves. The features of iGemmo resemble those of GemmoStar. For instance, we have a materia medica with entries for each remedy we have in gemmotherapy. Here is Abies pectinata. Has links in it to other remedies, Ribes nigrum, a longer entry here. You'll see a comment form underneath. We're going to come back to this in a second. The section for drainage covers all different parts and organs of the body. We could look at bowels, for instance. And here you'll see a list of main remedies and a list of secondary remedies to consider for the drainage of the bowels. Eventually, iGemmo will have references where every entry on the website is linked to an author, an authority who has suggested that indication for the website, and it can be tied in to a specific person and made more credible and more reliable that way. If we turn now to the conditions section, we'll see that there are again many different entries, many different conditions covered with protocols of gemmotherapy remedies. Here we have respiratory allergies. Another common feature to both the new website iGemmo and the old website GemmoStar is the keywords section. Here it's presented slightly differently in the form of a tag cloud based on keywords, the main features summarized in a keyword for each remedy. And you'll see some stand out while others have a less high profile. But there are some important developments that make iGemmo a much more useful and relevant tool than GemmoStar, and I would like to turn to these now. So iGemmo is a collaborative website. It's not a closed website where one person is doing all the work and making all the suggestions. iGemmo is something that I am offering as a shared website, a shared resource for the whole gemmotherapy community. You can see, as I said, there are comment boxes. There will be comment boxes on every page. There's a forum where issues can be discussed, and there's a contact form, of course, where anybody with a question or a comment can make an initial an initial contact to me and to any editorial staff. So iGemmo is still edited as GemmoStar was. It doesn't mean it's a free-for-all where anybody can write anything. The information that is directed at iGemmo will be filtered and edited and weighed for importance, relevance, and trustworthiness to the news site. But it's really open. This is a website that is meant to be changed on a regular basis. It's something that is out there with the best available information that we have at any time, subject to new and better information coming along and superseding what was there already. It's something that can be repeated in an iterative process. It can be done over and over again and made better in that way. So I think if this works, it's potentially a very powerful tool in gemmotherapy. We would have a collaborative project where we can harness the knowledge of all practitioners of gemmotherapy in a central place, and where we can not just refer to it, but together refine it, enlarge it, develop it. I think this is especially important because gemmotherapy is a new and rapidly developing subject. We don't have many classically accepted, reliable texts that we can turn to and know that we will get 100% reliable answers. Gemmotherapy is a subject that is developing, that has a long way to go before it reaches any kind of stability of knowledge. So I think now is a very good time for us to get together and to share our information and to work together to establish some kind of consensus of information, of best practice in gemmotherapy. I would very much like if iGemmo can be a catalyst in this process. The only requirements for a project like this to work are that A, people want to take part, and B, that we are all willing to share our knowledge and experiences in a way which in other fields would be called open source. It means that knowledge is no longer something private that is kept in locked storage containers, in private websites, in books. It means that knowledge is shared and is improved on and is developed in a collaborative, community-based way. So those are two quite big requirements, but I think they can be met. I'm asking your help and your willingness to take part in this project. I'm putting iGemmo out there. It's something that was private, that was protected, but that I am now giving up and giving out to the community. And I hope that you will receive it and want to take part in it, and that we can really make something out of this for the benefit of the gemmotherapy community and our patients. So I will still be editing the website, but this is also quite a big task. GemmoStar ended up with hundreds and hundreds of pages on remedies, protocols, conditions, contraindications, and drainage strategies. And all these pages have to be moved over to the new website, which is based on WordPress. They have to be moved over and adapted for the new site. So if anyone is willing to help with editing and moving this information and formatting it, I would be very glad to hear from you. I haven't yet showed you the most important section in iGemmo, something which was not there in GemmoStar. So first of all, I need to show you something that was there in the old website. one of the conditions, say Addison's disease, one remedy there, ribes nigrum, main remedy for this chronic adrenal insufficiency condition. Of course, ribes nigrum is the standout main remedy for this condition. Nobody could argue with that. But it seems kind of limited to say this is the remedy for a patient with that condition. Surely ribes nigrum would be a very good support remedy for them, but what about the underlying state of the patient who has Addison's disease? GemmoStar was justifiably criticised as focusing on the symptomatic treatment of medical conditions while ignoring the underlying causes that made these conditions appear. While gemmotherapy can, of course, work very well in this way of symptomatic prescribing, especially if the patient has a good level of energy, this particular approach very often in practice provoked aggravations which, as we all know, really complicate treatment for both the patient and the practitioner. So, new section in iGemmo is strategies. Here there are 5 different strategies. There are surely more than this. There will be more within a short space of time. These strategies are all ways of dealing with specific health problems in a more comprehensive and holistic way. They are, again, open to your comments, to your suggestions, to any kind of criticism you wish to make to improve what is there and to consolidate the information that we have. So here are 5 approaches. I'll just show you very briefly. You will, of course, have a chance to look at these yourselves if you register for the website. I think it's interesting to have these different approaches side by side. It's something that, as far as I know, has not been done yet. Again, this is where iGemmo has its strength in collecting all information in a kind of abbreviated synthetic way in one place, so that everything is side by side and we can see how it compares and how it's different to its fellows in the website. So here, 5 different approaches, 2 of them from colleagues, or 3 of them, because Fernando is there too, along with Lauren and Serena. Strategies, I think, will be the main aspect in which gemmotherapy will develop in the next few years. We're leaving an old phase of gemmotherapy where we were very much treating symptoms. The focus was much more limited than it is in the last couple of years, thanks especially to the work of Serena, having based her approach on the work of the American naturopath Dr. Morse. We're treating systems, organ systems. We're looking at the drainage of emunctories. We're particularly looking at the lymphatic system as the great cleaner of the body, on which we must focus our gemmotherapy strategies. So this is something that, as I say, I think will be the most important section in iGemmo in the near future. That doesn't mean to say that the other sections are minimized, just that they become secondary and they fall into their proper place in our treatment strategies. So this is iGemmo. This is my brief presentation of it. I very much hope that you will use it, at the very least that you will use it as an easy and quick resource for looking up information, whether you're studying or in practice in your clinic or just browsing. You'll see that there is still much work to be done on it. It's incomplete, and in its nature it will always be incomplete because it's something that can always be improved. I really hope that you will want to do more than just refer to it. It's my wish and my request to you that you will also want to participate and contribute in whatever way you can. If you have indications from your practice or suggestions from your experience or your reading on how we can improve any piece of information on this website, please let us know. Please fill in that reply box at the bottom of the page, or go to the forum and start a topic there. Any complicated subject that is left in a reply box will automatically get transferred by us into the forum for discussion by members of the website, so that we can have some kind of agreement on changes that are made or additions that are made to the website. When you first come to the iGemmo website, you'll see that you have to log in, you have to register and log in, and this is in order to keep the website not secret, but to keep it just for practitioners. We don't want the general public coming in here, at least not at this stage, because of the level of information here being quite advanced and not suitable for a self-care approach and a home prescribing approach to gemmotherapy. So please use it, please contribute to it. If you want to help editing, I will gratefully accept your help. Please contact me through the contact form or even in a reply box. I'll get back to you and we can set something up. If you have any questions at any time, I'll be happy to answer them. Again, you can contact me in any way you like. Especially useful would be if you can put your question on the forum or in a reply box, because then everybody else will see it and surely other people will be able to benefit from any discussion of your question. Well, that's a lot in a short space of time. I hope that iGemmo will be great help for all of us. Gemmotherapy needs this, I believe, at this stage in its development. There is so much good energy for the subject, especially in your country, Romania, especially around the ARGH education initiatives, including the conferences. I think if we can harness just some of this power, then we can really make a wonderful resource for gemmotherapy, and we can bring this subject a lot further forward in a short space of time. I hope the locus for that activity will be iGemmo. I'm offering it to the community, and it's my sincere wish that you will want to receive it. So thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to working with you on this project.